What up, y'all? It's your boy John Frank. Give me like 1 second. I'm about to pop out. Give me 1 second. All right, y'all. If my phone start working, then I'll be good. What up, QSC? QSC, come hit the link if you got time. I'm waiting for my boy. I'm waiting for my boy Wu to come. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot. I'm the only person that called him that because we went to high school together. So I still call him Wu. You feel me? He go by Free because that's his rap name, Free the Sinner. But I call him Wu still. So whenever I'm around, everybody looking at me because I know him from back when. So they like, who Wu? I'm like, that's Wu. Everybody know Wu. Feel me? But yeah, he about to come up here. He gonna come give his opinion on the teacher situation with the Curvy teacher situation from New Jersey. See, I just read up on the situation. What I come to find out was the lady never got fired. Basically, there go my boy Free right there. What up, Woo? Yo, Woo, I was telling them, I was like, I call you Woo, but everybody call you Free. So I was like, if you hear me call him Woo, that's my boy Free. We known each other since high school. So, you know what I'm saying? We go back like car seats.
Right.
You can hear me
That's a
good?
fact.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I hear you
Yeah,
loud and clear.
all right, real quick, everybody send your prayers to Mr. Thug. You know what I'm saying? Condolences to his family. If y'all got time, go shoot him a prayer or something, or go say something to him over there on this panel. Help him get through what he's going through. You know we good people over here. Well, when people going through stuff, we like to be there for them. That's the type of vibe we on.
That's a fact.
Uh, yeah, this dude I be beefing with on here, his sister passed away. I don't know when, but he wrote it on his community wall. So you
Man,
know me, I wrote condolences right away
yeah,
because I
word.
know how that feel.
No, that's a
So
fact.
if anybody else want to go show him some love too. Yo, Woo, what's your opinion on the curvy the New Jersey curvy teacher? Since I'm trying to figure out a better title for it because that's too long of some talk.
I mean, I seen. Well, I still got to read more into like the story and like what's going on. From my understanding, it's I think the parents or the mothers was trying to get her fired because she got plastic surgery or something like that, and it's distracting their kids. So my thing is, we gotta see the results of these kids' tests and exams that they take and be because that's the only
We need
way
the
we
results
know if this
before
is
the surgery. See, I didn't even know she had a surgery. I thought she was just like that before she got into the art field because
oh
she's an art teacher.
oh so
So
exactly.
let's say they let an art teacher go. It's not really that detrimental to the kid's life unless they're the next Basquiat or
Nah,
something of the sort.
but still, it's like, what is that? What's that going to communicate to women now? You know what I'm saying? We got all these body freedoms, like that could be taken. I'm not saying it is, but it could be taken as a form of body shaming because it's like who 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 has the right to sit up there and tell this woman what she can or cannot wear? Was that a part of a contract?
I think the school does. The school does.
Oh, so but why isn't the school? Why if it's the school, then it should be the school having that conversation with her, and not the parents having to go to the school. You know what I'm saying? Because
You're right about that.
she had to have thought it had she had to have known it was okay or something in her contract should say state that that's not a problem for her to even go that extent and things like that. Because it's like with the parents, those could just be some hating mothers. You know what I'm saying? It might not have nothing to do with the kids. It could really be, oh, every time I bring my man the parent teacher day, he's the one with the problem. So instead of dealing with their man, they could be trying to take it out on this
Most
teacher.
men don't even go to parent teacher day.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I
Well,
know a
no,
lot
no,
of
I know
things.
about that. Listen, I know about that. I got a 17-year-old, right? We take turns. It's not even that serious. It's like, who going? You going or I'm going? Which one of us going? It don't definitely got to be both of us. And sometimes it might be according to our schedule. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you had work
But let's
and
be
your
real.
boss said you have to come in.
With a teacher like that, most men probably are going to go. That's a parent teacher night, bro.
Oh yeah, if I knew the teacher looked it like that, yeah, most likely I'm gonna be there. Art is gonna be a top priority in my in my thing. I'm like, yo, how you doing in art class though? Tell the art teacher to call me so I can see your progress.
Right, right.
I need to know a progress report.
That's a
So,
fact.
yo, I could tell you something. Curvy art teacher bad, transgender story time good. John Frank, the Biden simp queen. Okay. Oh, that's a troll. I was wondering, these trolls know how to say a lot of things backwards. It's like they're dyslexic, their brain.
Yeah, because I was reading the joint. I was reading the comments.
Yeah, you can't make sense of stupidity, so I just gotta let them have it. I'd be like, all right, they just want to distract the conversation from what's going down.
That's a fact.
See, they good at that because they know I get hot and they know I forget what I was talking about. So they always try to take advantage of me like that. These damn people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know this is a New York-based marijuana channel. Yeah, basically, yeah, I would go to school if the art teacher looked like that, but I know I have no chance with the art teacher. So maybe, see, I'm different. I'm a rare breed, so maybe I might just not go because I'm just like it's art. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? But the lady dressing like that, if it was another class, I think I would care more if it wasn't art because I would be like, hey, my kid can't learn because he's attracted to you.
Even more reason to think that maybe it's not the teacher or the school, it's the parents. Because just like you said, it's an art class. It's not like it's math or it ain't like it's English or something like that. It's like she's the one
But
failing.
is it inappropriate? Yo, was females allowed to really dress like that when we were in school? I think they just started dressing like that
I
when
think they
when
just
in our generation
nah
of high school.
nah. I think they dress like that. I just think the now it's over sexualized. Now, like America is like compared to what America was back then to now in the school with like women's rights and shit. Everything is like it's like extra overboard. You know what I mean? So like with teachers wasn't getting their bodies done when we was kids, but you as a kid, you still have, especially like junior high school, like you're going through puberty. So it's like you're starting to notice like, oh damn, this teacher right here is bad. But I think now it's like with them getting their bodies done and that being the culture, like it's like they going
And then these 5, 6 year olds are over sexualized by TV. Like
right,
you guys see like a Kim Kardashian and her kid. You see the way her kid talks.
right. So it's like there's a
Mud,
new
do me a favor and block them. I don't like that. They just being distraction in chat. Smoke them. What you
wait,
saying? Woo?
yeah. So it's like now with everything, like teachers getting their bodies done, it's like the same outfit that we was going crazy for when we were younger. That's what it is to these kids now. So I just think it's just a different culture, a different time. And I mean, you got some old school parents that's like, yo, listen, you can't be like that in front of my son. What the hell is going on? And it's their kids, so you can't tell nobody how to feel about a situation that their kid is in. My thing is, if you don't want the kid in that class, don't get the teacher fired. Like, put your kid in another class.
I don't even think that's the case. I think if the lady didn't dress so tight, I don't even think it would be much of a conversation because her body's going to be her body regardless.
Right.
So
Because
it's basically a dress down code. And
yeah,
when it comes to that, it's like I know when I went to high school, girls weren't really allowed to wear belly shirts. That shit just started. There
yeah,
wasn't no belly shirts or no tight shirts or no extra tight pants like that.
nah, it definitely was. It definitely was
There
teachers.
was the tight shirt and the tight, but it wasn't like where skin was showing.
Nah, chicks was having their stomach out because that's when
See, you from 183rd. That's different. It's different. You from
I'm talking
Murder
about
Hill.
in Chelsea at
It's
school.
different rules over there, bro. I'm
I'm
talking
talking
about the
about
school we went to. Them girls is dressing like that, man.
yes, they was. They was wearing like the belly shirts because I remember all the chicks had like piercings,
I ain't go
belly
to
button
that school.
piercings.
I remember the belly button piercings, but they
So
still had. I don't remember belly shirts like that back in the day. Like that was like brand new.
nah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's because we
Remember when they
was
had them belts? Them belts that was the rope belts that you gotta like rope it
yeah
around and pull it, like the ones that go on cargo.
nah, chicks definitely was wearing that. Was wearing tight clothing. They didn't have a body done.
Motherfuckers wasn't even matching right before we even went to even got into high school. Motherfuckers was dressing
Yeah,
like wrestling shirts and cool pants. What up, Glib? Yo, Glib, this is my boy Free. Free is my boy Glib.
yo, what's good, Gleb?
Yo, do I got an echo?
Nah.
Nah, no echo. Okay, cool. Yo, what's going on, Free?
Good, chilling. We just talking about this teacher that the parents are trying to get her fired because of how she dressed.
Yeah. Yo, I was thinking, right, because you just said something that like sparked something in me, right? You was talking about that's her body, and that's just how it is. Now that's the truth. So like I think like the teacher is a distraction because of her shape. But whether the teacher weigh 500 pounds, that'd be a distraction. Or the motherfucker was like 7 feet tall, that'd be a distraction. Like all kinds of things could be a distraction that could make them say maybe this isn't the best person that
Right.
is. You know what I mean? Like I know if the teacher was 500 pounds, I'd be like, man, this is probably a better example. You know,
I
but
seen a pregnant lady with a belly shirt the other day that made me feel uncomfortable. And I was like, I don't know why. It just like it was just too much. It was too much for me to handle. And I guess it's like maybe I just need to digest it or I don't know. I don't know if I'm allowed to be cool with that or not.
just looking.
She was in her full like she was about to pop. Like she was about to have the baby any day now. She had on a full on belly shirt and the sun was beaming so hard, I felt it burning through my shirt. So I'm just like, I don't know if it's like, can you say something to a woman about that?
Nah, I don't think you should ever say anything to a woman.
No, no, I'm just saying,
Pregnant
not say
woman.
something, but like in your mind, are you allowed to feel a certain type of way? Like, or am I wrong for even thinking like, yo, why are you dressed like that? That's what I'm trying to get to with it.
I mean, she could have been hot. You said the sun was beaming. Like I don't know what she had on, but I've seen like
No, she was wearing a belly shirt like the girls that try to look sexy wear a belly shirt. Like literally, like it wasn't even a belly shirt. It was like up to the cropped up to the boobs, like right under the boobs. It wasn't like a belly, like even a little bit more. It was like a boob shirt,
I don't know.
and
I'd
it
have
was
to see
tight.
it. I'd have to see
Yeah,
that.
it was like a broad type tight, not like a loose, like a baggy shirt type of short where it goes up to the under the breast. But either way, the whole belly was out, the whole stomach was out. It was just, and she wasn't even. It didn't matter to me if she was attractive or not. Certain things, I'm just like, I have standards for a woman. I'm just like, I don't want my girl all pregnant out there with her stomach all the way out with a broad type shirt on.
Yeah, but for some guys, you know what I mean, they don't give a fuck. They like, yo, that's they girl, that's what it is. So I think that situation is kind of like entitled to it's left up to who the individual
Well, I
is.
got you. She was working. She was walking with her mother. It looked appeared to be her mother. I don't know these people, but she was walking with like an older woman. So I get what you're saying. She walking with her man and her man like that, and her man want to walk with her like that. Then, hey, more power to them. But her walking with her mother, am I allowed to feel like, hey, like, am I wrong for feeling this? That's all I want to know. Am I not allowed to think like there's something weird about that, or am I like in the wrong for thinking there's something weird about that?
I think the question is not that of whether you thinking like that is right or wrong. I think the question you should ask yourself is like, why does that trigger you? Like, why does that bother you? You know what I'm saying? Like,
It didn't bother me that much. It bothered me to the point where I just said something in my head like, why would you dress like that as a pregnant woman? And that's about it. It didn't go no further than that. Like it wasn't even the woman doing it. It's like I'm starting to accept women doing it now because it's like uh being is being how do I you get what I'm trying to say? Is being overdone. So it's like, how can you tell one woman not to be sexy when all the women are dressing sexy? So it's like I'm starting to digest that, and then you gotta understand, we held women back from their rights. So now that they're getting all their rights back, it's kind of like they're catching up. They're saying that they're the new guys, but they never had all their full rights to actually see where they would be if they were on an even playing field. Now that they're on an even playing field, it seems like they're taking guys. But I think what Gear said, to normalize it. I think I don't think, like, in my mind I want to normalize it, but if the consensus of women say it's okay, then I guess that's what I gotta go with, right?
But yo, John, how about this, right? Like, is it that like it would be appropriate if it was in one place, but maybe not appropriate in another place? Like even like the teacher, right? Her outfit may be perfectly appropriate for her to wear to a club or hanging out with her friends, but not appropriate in like a professional environment. So when you're in a professional environment, you may probably consider wearing something different, even though you can wear whatever the hell you want. But and maybe that's the question. Like if she's walking down the street on a hot summer day, I don't see a problem with her wearing a half shirt. But if she's about to go teach a bunch of kids, I'd be like, well, maybe a half shirt's not the proper attire for that.
So us as men shouldn't tell women what's appropriate to wear, or when do we say, hey, something is maybe, when do we have the option to maybe say something to them like, I don't think that's right, that outfit, like, do we even have that? And then I'm gonna go to Kelly's question because she made a good point. But
I think it would just be like for like if it was an event or if it was a if for the environment. It's like there was I don't know if you've seen the TikTok with the girl with the thong bathing suit at the family swimming pool,
Oh yeah,
right?
I saw that.
And they're
Yeah.
like, is this appropriate for her to wear around kids? Well, probably not. But there's probably not her kids out there that she's in front of. So like if there's no dress code that says you can't wear it here, then you probably just take your kids somewhere else.
Yeah, and it I think it all lays down it all lays down to what's your relationship to that woman, what's the situation that you're in, like what exactly is the outfit is that they wearing, because it's like overseas, right? Like let's say you go to a Middle Eastern country, you vacation there, like women cannot wear the same things that they are wearing over here in America. Like it's not flying over there. So it's like if you're in a situation with that and you're with a female where it's like, yo, this is the law over here, it's kind of like to make sure y'all maintain y'all freedom and don't get prosecuted or whatever based on how they do things over there. It's like that's like an appropriate time to say, hey, you can't wear this. Vice versa, same with us. I don't think a dude could walk around over there with his shirt off and not catch slack. Also, it goes down to like the relationship that you have with this woman. Like, is she a family member? Is she someone you in a relationship with? Because how they receive what you telling them and why you even feel the need to even say something to them, it's all going to be narrowed down to the relationship you have with them, as opposed to going up to a stranger and saying, hey, that's a bit crazy, or that's not the appropriate
Exactly.
attire that you're wearing for this event. It's going to be taken completely left. It's going to be like, yo, who the hell are you to tell me? You know what I'm saying? As opposed to that's your daughter. And it's like, wait a minute, like, yo, you shouldn't dress like this. But I think you got to provide a solution too, because it's like what you were saying earlier. Like women have been abused, women have been controlled by men, the culture for X amount of years. So what we're seeing now is just them getting that moment of freedom. It's like a child who's been locked down and never got the chance to go outside, and then when they get to college, they just wilding out. Like it's a similar scenario.
And they got to get the stones
yo,
out. John Frank, you got to get you want to put the clothes back on, start getting the stones back out again. You
Right,
take it
right,
to
right.
the Stone Age, they'll get straight. Let's see here.
yeah,
Uh,
freaking Yeah, no, you made a great point. I just had a little thing in the back. Kelly also said, great topic, but pregnant women are allowed to dress comfortable. Rihanna wore a belly shirt and she looked beautiful. Pregnancy is beautiful. See, all right. I'm coming in, I'm looking at it from a young person coming into age. And as I come into age, I start to see what women say about that. But coming as a young kid, I never thought that like that was appropriate, especially coming from the 90s and the 2000s. Now in the 2000s, I always used to go to the mall. I ain't never seen people take you see how they take the pictures with the pregnant woman with the husband standing
Yeah,
behind them?
yeah.
And now I'm starting to see it for what it is, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like I see what women see in that. It's just like art. You might not see the art in it then, but as with age, it comes. But the way this girl was dressed compared to the way Rihanna was dressed, you would have. I think most of y'all would have agreed with me because she was dressed like she got her clothes from the Rainbow, and it was like a $5 top. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't something like, but who? That's what I'm saying. Who's to say what the beauty of something is? I thought it was ghetto. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to lie. But now when you compare it to somebody like Rihanna, it's beautiful.
I mean, I think too, you got to look at the difference in Rihanna's budget, and Rihanna could get an outfit that looks good, her fit to, as especially as being a pregnant woman compared to somebody who's going to pretty girl. Like pretty girl, she's pretty much limited to whatever they got. Like Rihanna could, she could get a fashion
But
designer to design something specifically for her being pregnant, and it's gonna look amazing because that was fitted directly for,
inappropriate.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
See, I think it comes down to inappropriate versus appropriate. It's still clothes. It's still the same kind of clothes, but some just would lead more to appropriate, and some would lead more to inappropriate.
I mean, it depends though, because now everybody got their own definition of what's appropriate and what's inappropriate.
Mine's is after you 18, you can dress however the fuck you want. Before that, it's like I don't want to see no kid dressing inappropriate because it's setting a bad standard
Nah, that's a fact.
going forward.
I think if this is a kid we talking about, then it's like that kid is really on the parents, because the parents is buying the kids they clothes, they feeding them. So the parent is pretty much like, yo, listen, if you want to dress like however you want to dress, then that's when you get your own place. You can pay in your own rent, you buying your own food, and you buying your own clothes. But until then, it's kind of like that kid is under the guidance of the parents. So it's pretty much what the parent says goes.
I think clothes mold these kids into thinking that they're more adult than they really are. You know what I'm saying? You see how clothes make the person? So it's like they'll dress more adult and then think that they are more adult than what they are because of the way they dress.
Nah, I think it's based on the parents, because it's like I think a lot of kids just dress. Cause I'm thinking about like clothes like in high school that was like the fad, like whether it was Jordans, now it's what like Yeezys and all that. Kids is just want to wear whatever they think is popular. Like, okay, all my friends and everybody's wearing this. This is popular. I think it's based on how the parents' relationship is with their kids. Is it parents that are involved in their kid's life? So you're gonna, even if a kid, she could dress like everybody else, but if her parents is involved in her life, she's gonna have certain standards and certain morals that they teach her that she's gonna carry out. Or if they're not as involved, then that
It's
that
rare though. It's
yeah,
rare though. There be those kids, but that's a jewel right there. That's like a godsend. The kid that probably dresses like everybody else and it might not be appropriate, but still maintains their standards of what they've been taught.
nah, it's not rare.
It's not rare.
Nah, it's out there. It's just all depends on the individual. Like I'm not saying everybody morals is going to be taught is going to be the same. I'm just saying the parents that's involved in their kids' lives, like they're gonna they're gonna lean on whatever it is they being taught at home, as opposed to the kid who don't got parents at home that's involved, that's just allowing the culture to dictate life for them. Like that's all I'm saying. Like, so if your parents is not active in your life, all you have are your peers, people you see in your neighborhood, people that you're spending your time with most of the time. That's gonna
They just
be,
emulate.
yeah, they're gonna be the main factor of the decisions, the choices you make, while you dress and everything. As opposed to a kid who's like, damn, this is what's in, and I want to wear this. But just because I'm wearing this don't mean I'm gonna be wilding out and doing XYZ because I wasn't raised like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if they do go that route, they still got that foundation from their parents.
What's good, Gears?
Yo, it was good.
Like, what's
So
up?
now I was about to read your comment right now. They wilding before college, they wilding before middle school, and they taking new pictures in front of their kids or the kids in the background or cribs in the
No, what I was
background.
talking about then, what I was talking about with the new picture was talking about when y'all was saying how the moms be taking like the little professional pictures with their kids and shit. But I be seeing the moms taking like full nude pictures with like they 4 years and shit. Like the baby, the kid ain't no little baby no more and shit. You know what I'm saying? So they, it's just weird little fucking trends and shit. Yeah, yeah,
Or breastfeeding on TikTok. That's a new trend.
Wow, I ain't even
right
see.
over there.
I had Philip. Do you know what Philip is?
I think you need to mute up, Gears.
He called me.
Yeah, so people basically yeah, on TikTok you can't show no nudity, you can't show nothing like that, but women are allowed to breastfeed on TikTok. They're allowed to breastfeed in public, but on TikTok it's like even there you're not allowed to say nothing. You're supposed to accept it there. But my whole thing is, why would you breastfeed with a camera on you? I understand you in public you need to breastfeed, but where does that go? How does that add to TikTok, and how does that equivalate to the same rights?
Right. It's like people just doing the most now.
Sometimes they running with it too much, and it's like, is there a point behind it that I'm not getting? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like, is there is there something I'm just not thinking of? Maybe a woman's issue that a woman that have better answers than I would because I'm not a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know if it lands in their field or it's just something that's just like everybody else. Some people just run with something. Because
Yeah.
it's like, what are we normalizing? Because if we keep normalizing stuff like that, what point are we going to get up to?
Right.
You know, as far back to the teacher, she has a Glib. Tell him what you told me about when you looked at her Instagram. What her videos entailed.
Oh, she got so she has a video on there where she's got her back to the camera. She's just putting stuff up on the shelf, and all she's doing is just picking up stuff and putting it on the shelf. And I'm like, well, she's trying to show her ass. So if the question is what she's doing a distraction? What she knows is a distraction, because why she's making the video unless she's trying to show her ability to pick up stuff and put it on the shelf. So she knows it's
Yeah.
right. It's just a matter of whether it's acceptable for the parents. Like I don't think it's a problem with her being a teacher, but I would say that she should dress more professionally. That would be my opinion about how she's dressed. But I don't think there's anything wrong with a teacher getting all kinds of plastic surgery. You got all the plastic surgery you want.
Did Yeah, so basically they didn't have a problem with her before the plastic surgery, right? So that means, was she even dressing inappropriate before the plastic surgery?
Oh, that's true too. That's a good.
She had a picture of her before the plastic surgery. She looked like a regular human being. Like she was really skinny.
Was
So
she dressed inappropriate though?
yeah, no, she was dressed regular. She was dressed regular.
But with the way she was dressed, is it compared to the same way she's dressed now?
Nah, no. But what
See, that's the difference.
because she's regular size. So it ain't like she got this huge butt and these big, inflated breasts.
But even then, you could still make those clothes. If you buy smaller clothes, I guess you could. I don't know. Smaller people still somehow still make it look sexy. You know what I'm saying? I've seen these girls fun. I call them fun size women. Fun size women could still make themselves look like they got all of it. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's the body or maybe it's the clothes. Saying beforehand nobody had a problem with it, and now they have a problem with it. Then it's the body, unless it's the clothes. That's what the people got to narrow it down to. and it's an art class. It's not really. I don't know. It's all the standard of the parent. What are they okay with?
Man, we
Right.
got
Some
eyes.
people
You can
let their
see this
kids
damn
watch
woman, dog.
PG-13 movies. Some people don't.
You can see the damn woman though. It's not like she can't walk in there and act like she don't know why anyone's asking questions. You can see her. You know what I'm saying? Like she know why they saying what they saying. Ain't nobody hating on her.
Do you think she's using it for a way to build up her social media now that it's already been ran with? Not like saying beforehand. Well, she was already building up her social media beforehand because she had 207,000 K.
She got 789,000 right now, and like 4 of my friends is following her. I was
And she was at 200,000 before that.
yeah,
Before the whole story popped off.
whatever she's doing is working.
And they made it a point in the story to say that's how she takes care of her family.
Yeah.
So maybe she's monetized on Instagram.
That's possible too. Yeah.
So she generates a little couple of dollars plus the income. But she had to have had the 200K before she got her body done. Or no?
John, she got 2,000 followers since 130. She got 7.
Yeah, but I'm saying before this story hit the net, she was already at 200K.
That's
So
just
she was doing something before that.
That's all them That's all them kids' fathers following her now.
Yeah, but I'm saying you can't just get up to 200K. It's just like, all right, 200K. The story brought her up 300,000 because you saying 500,000. She's up to 700K now.
She got 2,000.
That's what I'm saying. How did she get the first 200?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, now it's up to 7.
She had to be doing content that was kind of nefarious, or the content that's men driven.
Right, that's true too. Yeah.
Tight clothes, eye candy, TikTok stripping, shit like that. Shit that brings in the views. And
Joe
less
Budden follow her now. It's over.
Joe Budden. Oh, so yeah, she's gonna be on Love and Hip Hop. The New Jersey Curvy teacher on Love and Hip Hop next season.
She gonna make it now. Joe Biden.
What's wrong with her
I'm back,
being
y'all.
a curvy woman that has nothing to do with her teaching ability? No, it's her. It's the way. No, we're talking about the way she dresses might affect the students' learning ability. It's not about her teaching ability. It's the students' learning ability under the clothes that she's wearing. That's what we're talking about. Well, I'm talking about.
I think she need to be doing like adult art classes, and then she could dress as sexy as she wanted. It wouldn't matter.
Well, now she can. Now there's a whole lane for her. With 700K, all you could do is make money.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, what happened? What I missed? Yeah, my bad. I have to show this new girl how to find the department.
Basically, we're trying to figure out is it the curvish body that is the problem, or is it the clothes? Because before she had the body, nobody complained.
You said before she had the body. Oh, so that's not her natural body?
No, that's not her natural body. I assumed it was at first until they looked it up, and they told me she got a surgery.
Oh, damn.
And then on top of that, Glib also threw in there that he checked her Instagram out, and she has those slow videos where she's putting stuff on the shelf in the classroom just to show her butt, like in slow motion, I guess.
Oh, so she a thought.
Basically, she does thottish things. Yeah. But it's like, but women are allowed to be thoughts nowadays. It's just like, are we supposed to judge them for it? Actually, we can judge them for it because they would have judged us for it.
Nah, but the thing is, I don't get not that this makes it okay, right? But it would make more sense to me if she was doing this if she was like a high school teacher or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But like a preschool is like, I don't know. You would think it would be a little bit more reserved.
I say the opposite. I would say the opposite to that because it's like the preschool kids are less likely to be into a woman's body than the high school kids. A high school kid, man, I'm gonna be the teacher's pet. I'm gonna sit right next to her in the front. What you need? I'm gonna bring her sandwiches to school. Like I'm gonna bring her lunch, sodas. What you need, teacher? I'm tricking.
Yeah, but I get it. But still, even when these kids, like I said, these kids growing up quick now. So even elementary, if a teacher dressing like that, man, these kids nowadays, especially I see maybe
Yeah,
if you go to a little square ass school, but you go into one of these little neighborhood schools in the hood, man, they already
yeah,
know
they
what it
gonna
is.
be all on that teacher saying everything. And
Mm-hmm.
I already see what they say to the teachers on TikTok. They be having challenges like smack the teacher challenge. And I'm just like, and people be doing it. That's the crazy part. You would think it's just like one person did it, one person was crazy. Once they put challenge behind that shit, you see like 5, 8 kids doing it the next day.
Yeah, that's a
And those
fact.
are the ones that put it online, that got it on camera. And you see kids saying inappropriate things to their teacher, like their classmates had dared them to walk up to the teacher and say, "Oh, you got a fat ass."
See,
So you right,
I
kids.
don't
These
even
kids
watch
is too far.
TikTok.
Nah, TikTok is
I didn't know
hilarious.
that was
It's
going
like
on.
the new world star.
I didn't heard about some of them crazy challenges, but I didn't know it'd be going that crazy.
No, TikTok is crazy. If you want to see naked women dancing or crazy ass funny shit, it's like the new world star, and it's faster, less
Hold
buffering.
on, they let they let nudity on TikTok.
They let who?
Nudity. My bad. I mean,
I think they did at one point because before I got on TikTok, people told me it was crazy. Like you could do anything. But by the time I got on there, it was like rules already established. Like right
I was
now, it's like a racial thing. Like if you a person of color, you could get your page taken for doing the same thing that somebody probably white does. But if you're a person of color, you could get your page taken way faster. So that's the problem everybody's having with TikTok. People getting their page taken and they not coming back to the platform after they second or third time building the page.
Damn.
I always thought TikTok
Yeah,
was like a kids platform. I don't know why.
no, it's the way the opposite. It's the opposite. Like that's where the crate challenge came from, and all that crazy stuff. The chip challenge, all those crazy challenges. If you want to see the teacher stuff, you just type it in. TikTok got everything. Like it's like YouTube, but for the raw funny shit.
Yeah.
Basically, get to the point shit. And
Yeah,
the
I
good
don't
thing
get it.
about TikTok is you could build your platform with TikTok. Like, and let's say you a thotty girl, right? And you want to put up a picture in the bikini or dance in a bikini, right? And run a video behind it. You could add the guys are gonna follow you regardless, but it has the Instagram button
Yo,
and the YouTube button.
yo,
Yeah,
too blessed to be blessed put a good question in the comment section. She says, so,
I'm gonna tell it.
all right.
Damn, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, right. Shit, I forgot. Fuck it. Go to the question.
So she said, so a male teacher that's buff and wear fitted shirts shouldn't teach elementary school? That's ridiculous. Good
Well,
point.
if
Being
a buff teacher came in with his ass cropped out, like he came in with jeans and then the ass cheeks were cut out, then yeah. Or if that same buff teacher came on with a romper, what if he wore a romper to school? Yeah, I would have a problem with a buff teacher wearing a romper or a skinny teacher wearing a romper.
Especially if you
Any
correct.
male
yeah,
teacher
because
wearing a romper, I would have an issue with.
being
And
buff is
that's where
not
we're going to.
necessarily being buff is not necessarily provocative. You know what I'm saying? Now, if old
I think
girl
showing skin
had bust
is.
her ass in the gym for a whole year, 2 years, and she got her body right, then go ahead and flaunt that motherfucker. But she, is bought and paid for, so I feel somewhat differently for her. You know what I'm saying? Because she, I don't know.
Well, she
She has
paid for it. It's hers.
she has outfits
Yeah,
though
it's paid.
where she looks less provocative because it's not so form fitting and revealing. So she knows that there's ways to dress without showing. She just chooses to dress in ways that do show.
Right.
So I mean, she could make a decision. Or I mean, if I were the employer, I'd say, "Hey, listen, this is part of the dress code. You gotta, you know, what I'm saying, wear something different." you know,
Right.
If if
shit.
she wasn't around kids or in a professional environment, we wouldn't say nothing about it.
Yeah.
Right. That's true.
And if she was in the club, we definitely wouldn't have said anything about it.
That's a
We would
fact.
have thought she was a bottle girl.
Like even in like the dress that she has on, like on the blue dress that's on the thumbnail, that's not a bad outfit. But like I would say, like the jeans are probably
It's sexy.
Yeah, I would probably say the
It's
jeans.
very sexy. We can obviously all agree that it's sexy.
Yeah,
Even in the one with the jeans, they both sexy.
but I don't know.
And she chose that body, but it's like you're around kids. Maybe, all right. Maybe if you take away the kids, we'd be less likely to fit. She could have been in a regular working environment with other adults. If they choose to accept that in that working environment, that's on them. But now you around kids, it should be more or less likely to have a dress code, especially if the kids have a dress code.
Right,
A little 5-year-old ain't coming in a belly shirt.
Hey,
right.
I think
let
that
me
people.
ask the. Oh, go
Okay,
ahead, Glip.
go ahead, Gears. Go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to ask the ladies in the chat. Um, would y'all be against this if y'all knew for a fact that this would influence young girls to, you know, be provocative at a young age and shit like that? Because that's really all it leads to.
Yo, you make a good point because these kids look up to their teacher, especially one that would be into art. You let's say out of a class of 30 or 20, maybe two of them might be really into art. So they're gonna look up to the art teacher like the art teacher is more than the other teachers
Right,
that provide more to them.
right, right,
So so to them, they're gonna look at the art teacher more influential. And now if that influential person is dressed like that, I feel like that's what they're gonna go with.
right, right, right. That's a fact. That's true.
And that's anybody influential. Like if even if it's your big brother, your big brother is gonna be influential to you, so that might tail off in your style and the way you do things.
Right.
So I don't know. It's a good conversation to have and something to think about.
I said,
But
do you have a
yeah,
picture?
Oh, yeah, I'm about to put a picture
do I
up
have
right
a
now.
picture?
I'm about to put one up right now. Here's
Yeah, Glib's good for that. Cause
my avatar.
I don't
now
know.
I see that woman, I'm gonna get nervous. I might not even talk right,
Hey,
Oh,
that's the
and I
full
could find.
video. That's
Yeah,
full.
Too
She was just putting stuff up on the shelf.
too blessed. I want to say that the music industry is the biggest problem. One of the biggest problems. Real talk. So that makes it even worse. The kids shouldn't be
but if
listening to people like Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, but they know these lyrics better than some of y'all do. You know what I'm
You know what I was about to say, John? Was that like
yeah, look,
my daughter started school this week, right? And they have to have they're having like some type of award ceremony when you make the team. And they told them very specifically what they had to wear. It's like you have to wear black dress. It's got to be no cleavage showing, not form fitting. It's got to be this far above the knee. You know what I'm saying? Like they told them very specifically. And it's like maybe there isn't that level of training to what is appropriate for professional because this is supposed to be a professional presentation. And maybe like because we follow celebrities so closely, we think that what we see celebrities do, that's the norm. So what Rihanna wears to an award ceremony is also appropriate to wear the six period. And it's
Mhm.
probably not. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's like the level of training that kids need. That there are times when that's appropriate. Maybe when you're going to an award ceremony or to a nightclub, but when you're going to work, when you're going to school, or
yo,
it's not a
there's certain nightclubs, Glib. You can't get in with a rip in your jeans. Not even like a real rip, just like
Right.
a designer type of what do you call that, Free? The
Um.
distress.
Yeah.
That little distress in the jeans. I can't get into a club sometimes without shoes, or even if you have one distress in your jeans, they'd be like, no, no ripped jeans. Period. And nobody gonna be in there with ripped jeans as a man. Or nobody gonna be in there with like unless they racist. The club is racist. But you feel me? We even have guidelines to get into the club. We can't even get in the club. And I can't come in there with sneakers, depending on where it's at. You would have to call ahead and ask, what's the dress code? Right or wrong?
saying? Yeah, especially
You always
now they
gotta
trying
find
to,
out the dress code.
yeah, especially now, and I don't know about y'all city, but they trying to weed out a lot of the younger crowd where I'm at. So they trying to, have a more classy and professional kind of dress code. Like
They
you
just
said,
don't want violence in their club.
yeah,
They
exactly, and
want to
that
make
usually come
money.
from the younger crowd.
Yeah. I couldn't get into a club with a Pooh Shiesty mask. I had to
Oh
take
hell
that shit
no!
off. Yeah,
Shit, if
and
I was
like
a
no
club
poo
owner,
shiesty
I'll
mask.
take your ass outside too. Shit, you ain't finna have no motherfucker. Them crazy niggas come
they
trying to
got
shoot up my club looking for you. You
they
look
got
like
no,
you
they got a
trying to hide
sign.
yourself.
They
Oh,
point
okay.
at the sign, no poo shiesty mask.
Right.
They
Period.
really call it the Pooh Shiesty mask.
That's what it's called over here. What they call it,
Uh,
free? Ski mask or poo shiesty mask? Other than that, yeah, you can't wear that nowhere. They can't identify you. They like everybody got that shit on. You feel
Yeah,
me?
especially after the pandemic. Yeah.
And now the winter coming up, oh everybody, and then New York is way more violent than it feel like the 90s. Everybody just got chill and just be smarter. You can't act like how it was before. Everything ain't the same. But that teacher's ass though, it's distracting me right now. Even right now, I'm distracted from the conversation looking at that thumbnail. So I'm just like, and I could leave y'all with this story, y'all. In first grade, I used to purposely fail so the teacher would tutor me after school, just me and her one on one, right? And then one day she had a husband, and then he was the gym teacher. I didn't even know. Once I found out, I was crushed. I hated gym, and I just started passing all my classes after that. She thought her tutoring helped me. No, I passed the fuck out them classes. You feel me? Passed the fuck out
man,
of
that's
them.
how I was. That's how I was.
You went out real quick, Giz. If you're talking, we can't hear you. Yeah, if you're talking, we can't hear you. Your mic went out real quick. Yeah, so basically in first grade, that teacher, I was basically distracted, and once I found out she got a man, I broke up with her in my mind, and I just started getting good grades. So now I understand why parents always told you don't focus on these girls. They're a distraction. Finish school. They always tell you that for a reason. Because if you get a girlfriend or boyfriend before the school package is over, you're gonna fuck up the process of you having a good life. Not really, but more than likely you'll have a better life if you do things according to the rules that are laid out, the script that's been played out a million times. You could be that rare person, and a bunch of people are. A bunch of people have kids as teens and still be hella successful and be as great as they supposed to be. But it's just the fact that more than likely probability dictates, and probability is better than you just being that rare person. You know what I'm saying? Because it's highly unlikely that you are that person, but you could be, depending on the situation.
That's
Yo,
deep.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, for sure. I don't know what
What
the
was you
fuck
saying
going on.
before?
Shit, I don't even remember.
I don't remember neither, man. I'm smoking too much. Shit. All right. Yo, Glib,
Yo, what up?
that ass is a distraction, bro. I agree. We need to get. I can't do no art like that. I'm gonna be drawing pictures of her, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna say that's art. I'll be like my art teacher is art.
Yeah.
You know, and now she's famous. Now our art teacher was on the Shade Room. Our art teachers all over social media, and they 5, 6 years old. They got Instagram.
Right. That's a fact.
Yeah. So there you go. Remember, these kids are gonna be 10 times smarter than whatever we was, and way more ahead.
Bro, that's the crazy part. When I was young, just imagine you being able to follow your favorite, finest, thickest, whatever teacher, you know what I'm saying, on social media type shit, and be able to see what they post outside of school. Because obviously, you don't get none of that in school, but now these kids got it to where, and it's literally like it's normal. You know what I'm saying? It's super normal for
It's okay. Yeah.
to have a professional job, but when you off that job, you're a full blown thotty on social media. You know what I'm saying?
But not for
And then
long.
you're friends with your teacher
Damn,
at
John.
that after you leave.
John, she got another 1,000 followers just since the last time I checked.
Yeah,
Damn,
she gonna hit 1 million.
bro, she gonna
Yo,
be doing
I almost
OnlyFans
went
by
to
the end
her
of the year.
Instagram.
She ain't gonna be teaching them.
Yeah, OnlyFans is
She already
next.
got OnlyFans.
I'm telling you, she gonna be doing OnlyFans by the end of the year.
Yo, listen, Bad Barbie bought up $52 million or 30 or 20. I don't remember the number now, but at the time I remember the number. It was in the millions. A house only off going off OnlyFans, taking pictures in bikinis. Same picture she put on Instagram. Thirsty motherfuckers thought she was gonna put naked pictures up, ordered that shit, and bought her a fucking house off of it. The finesse is real.
I gotta see her draw.
I feel like she deserved that house. She earned it. If stupid motherfuckers want to pay to see a little girl in her Instagram pictures, then they deserve to buy her a fucking house and fuck them.
Oh, free drop off. Yo, I gotta see. I have to see her draw something to believe she can draw.
Yeah, we gotta see what the art look like. How we know that the principal just ain't hire her? Oh no, because she ain't have the body done before that.
She got a YouTube.
And she only been working the field for 5 years. How long has she had her body done? The due diligence counts.
Toy Box Dolls, but she doesn't have a video of her drawing though, so that's what I want to see. She just put a video up an hour ago.
So all this shit, and she don't have no art up.
I mean, she got art up, but I mean, you don't know.
Oh, she got art up. I haven't checked out the page. I'm gonna check it out right after.
You see a picture of somebody standing next to a picture. It's like, hey, look at this. Look at this I drew. Like, I didn't see you draw it.
Well, yeah. Shit. All right. I got like.
I honestly, I think the real problem is that this is just the way of the world now, where everything is just over sexualized. Being a hoe and putting yourself out there is not looked down as bad as it used to be back in the day. Like when I was growing up, shit, being a hoe wasn't a good thing, you know what I'm saying? But now, showing your ass to everybody is highly acceptable, is not frowned upon. You know what I'm saying? So I feel that's really what leads to most of this. You know what I'm saying? Is it her fault? I mean, she got what she wanted, right? She wanted a different body. She paid for it. She got it, right? Should she not be able to upgrade her body the way she wants to because she teaches kids? Nah. She should be able to do what she wants. I feel that, but also we gotta start making changes. Otherwise, shit gonna get worse. Cause shit is worse from when I was a kid to now to where these kids at. You know what I'm saying? Shit is getting worse as far as, you know what I'm saying, over sexualizing everything. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, what's really getting worse is sex trafficking. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
I feel uncomfortable
it's a bigger
with
problem.
girls dressing at the age of the girls that I like to look at.
Yeah,
that's what makes me uncomfortable. Like, don't dress like the girls that I look at. You know what I'm saying? Like, stay in your age group, and when you in that age group, then you do what you want to do. But it would stop a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? It would just really knock it down because the shit don't make no sense. For even my kid, I saw her. I'm like, listen, we live in the projects. You gotta be smart on how you dress. You gotta walk to school in the morning to get on the train or whatever. You gotta be smart about your environment. It's not about your rights. Sometimes you also have to factor in your environment that you live in. We don't live in the city where there's 100 cops and everything's okay and no crime gonna really happen to you over there. But over here it's different. You know what I'm saying? You gotta mind where you at too. Like in Rome, you gotta do as the Romans do. Nobody gonna go to Saudi Arabia and dress how the fuck they want because I haven't seen it yet. I've seen all these Instagram celebrities go there and they wrap up. They do according to and they getting paid big time for it. So of course they're gonna follow the rules of the land. And if they don't, consequences.
Hey, I think Gears, you said so. I agree with right. You said that just because she's a teacher doesn't mean that she can't modify her body to look how she wants to look. But I think that at a certain point in time, she's a person who's modified her body to look a certain way that wants to teach, and that's where she may not be able to do that. Right? She's becoming what is necessarily going to be a sex worker. Right? She's a model who's selling sex worker.
Right.
So at that point in time, the parents should say, well, do we want a sex worker teaching our kids? Because I don't want my 5-year-old logging on so he can see pictures of his teacher so he can masturbate at night. Like I'd rather not.
Exactly, because I'm telling you, that's what it is now. If I was young and I knew my fine ass thick ass teacher had a motherfucking Instagram or whatever, Facebook, and she had some whatever, I might, I don't, even if I didn't know that she was posting pictures like that, I'm finna go find out. You know what I'm
Yeah. You know,
Yeah,
you
we
know,
all
you
gonna find out.
know what's
saying?
interesting?
Oh God.
I don't know if y'all ever watched Trigger Warning with Killer Mike. So there's an episode on Trigger Warning where they actually are showing like educational porn, right? Like it's like they're showing the students porn, and but it's teaching them like different things, different subjects, or whatever. It could be math, it could be English, whatever. And those kids, when it came time to take testing and exams, those kids, their test results were significantly higher compared to the kids that they didn't teach using like the porn method. So that's kind of like they that's just like kind of interesting to see. Like, but those were older kids. Those wasn't like those were like college kids and stuff like that. They weren't little kids. So it's just kind of interesting to see like how they can use something like sex to actually teach kids and do a study on it, and they overperform. So it's like I
They
don't
had
know.
them more stimulated than the kids that weren't being taught that way.
Right, and they were able to retain more information and shit like that. So it's crazy. Like that was like
It's more like a survey.
a
You know
crazy.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They had that shit all mapped out to the point where it probably will be like that in the future if you're gonna get more out of it,
yeah,
education wise. Because they look at it through statistics, I think. They want the numbers, they want the grades.
right.
Nowadays over here, the teachers are getting they have like some sort of method where the teachers get in trouble if a student is failing nowadays. Because I guess they overall the teacher gets graded on all the kids overall.
Got you,
So they'll do like an overall grade, and if one of them is failing, the teacher kind of gets graded like that.
got you.
It's a weird little system shit that they got, but it encourages the teacher to put more into the one that's least likely to learn the shit, or put more effort into getting them whatever they need.
Right.
Glib, Darshell said you should. I mean, Tubla said you should go
Yeah,
interview that lady.
I saw that. I saw that. Hell, she put a video up. It only got 160 views. Man, you probably should reach out to her right now. She's probably available.
Yo,
She-
let's
she-
try it. You know what I'm saying? When the 5 minutes dies down, you never know.
Let's see. What number is she up to now? She probably up to
You
794,000.
better slide in that DM now before it gets lost.
Not me. I don't kind of trouble.
How many people are hitting her up right now talking about I want to learn art?
Oh yeah, that's like that's what I meant to say. She does have on her link tree. One of her links is free summer art lessons. Subscribe. So you want to get some free summer
Yeah,
art.
she's gonna have a full class this summer.
Free?
Yeah.
Free.
That's crazy. She's doing this
And
on
this
purpose.
is also a promotion and marketing tactic too.
That's what I
To
was saying.
market
I
whatever
mean,
else the fuck she got going on.
how many art teachers you know got all my links or link tree, whatever? that's
Linktree.
that's fucking
Because I
porn
was trying to
star shit.
understand. This is how she helps her family. So I'm like,
Yeah,
where is she monetized? Where's the money coming in at? Where's
right.
the monetary gain from?
Her YouTube
The
channel.
views, the subscribers. It got to be somewhere.
Yeah, but yo, John, I gotta get ready to get up out of here though. It's been good.
Yeah, I gotta go too. My food about to come in. Yo, I
Yeah.
appreciate y'all for coming up. It segues into another conversation. I seen the one with the kid with the football, and they was putting the cotton on his head from the little bears, and they try to make it into a racial thing, but it was no ill intent in it. And that's like where we're going with it sometimes. Sometimes we need judges. You go, Woo. I'm gonna stay on for like 2-3 more minutes.
All right, bet. All right, y'all.
All right, bro.
All right, peace, yo.
Peace.
So basically, it's come to the point where people are just jumping on shit, and we need to figure out, is it actually what it is, or is it actually what it ain't, before we make before we come to a conclusion. Because people are, especially everybody, not including myself, people jump to conclusions way too quick off maybe a clickbaitish story that's trying to clickbait you to bring you into observing it and reading it and digesting it. And then the clickbait story might not even be what the story is about. It might be even debunking the story that it's talking about. It's just the headliner that grasps the people's attention and brings them in, captivates them to actually let me check out what this content's about. Or it could be the thumbnail. The thumbnail could be misleading to the point that the video will explain all of that.
Yo, I didn't even.
It's just the way it will land.
I didn't
What you
click
say,
it
Glib?
because I was like, I said I didn't even click it because it said, "Is this racist?" The white kids were putting cotton balls in the black kid's head, but I was like, he already got an afro. What? It'd be if it was white kids putting black cotton balls on a
No,
white.
I don't think it was just white kids. I think it was older men.
Yeah, I didn't even click it because I figured.
No, I think it was older men, and they were doing it like they were doing whatever. But it was like black men too. It was nobody was thinking that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's
But
what
when
I'm
you
saying.
see the picture of it and somebody trying to make a story of it, and you gotta understand, some people try to make a story just to get the views, and will actually know what the truth is, but say, hey, my story sounds better though. It's gonna bring in the traction.
Oh
So
yeah,
you got to That's what I'm saying. We got to look at the situation for what it is. That way we could judge it fairly.
ain't no such thing as fair. Ain't no fair content.
Well, yeah, you're right about that. My mom always told me life's not fair. That was her favorite answer to everything.
Yeah.
Life's not fair. Well, look, y'all, appreciate y'all for coming on with me. I'm trying to bring more content like this. So if I find a good time where I can catch all of y'all and some good time, I'll probably make it that time. You heard?
All right. Hey, you know what's
Yo,
good?
Gears,
I think it's the first time I really been on a panel with you. Yo.
who?
You said what?
I said I think it's the first time I've been up on a panel with you. You been on a panel before?
Who with me?
Yeah.
I think it was one
I
time
think you've been
before.
on a panel before, yeah.
My memory's fading. I
See,
drink.
Glib getting old, man. Glib getting old. He going on too much vacation, party vacation. This man's a partier. Don't get twisted. All right, y'all. Everybody have a good day. Peace and love. I appreciate everybody who came in and gave their contribution to the conversation. And that's my food right there, approaching with my order. Right, everything's right on time. Everybody have a good day, y'all.
All right.
All right.